Hello, welcome to my studio. I've shown you some of my artwork and we've spoken about art, but maybe we should talk about artists and about how artists make art. It doesn't just start with a paintbrush. This paintbrush might even be a lot older than some of you. Who are visual artists? I'm not going to talk about people who write words and who make music. They're different people completely. My sister is a musician and she can do math, which I can't do. Visual arts, like in fine art, those are the people I understand. I've taught them for a number of years. I have great respect for ceramic artists and graphic artists and people like that, but I think I'm only qualified to speak about fine artists. I think fine artists, or most artists by nature, are neurodivergent. It's a wonderful new word for a condition that's been around for very, very, very long, but only starting to be understood now. And it probably describes artists really well, because instead of convergent thinking to a point like scientists do, divergent thinkers do the opposite. They diverge like a bomb going off. In many cases, it's very much what happens. And I think artists are very sensitive to all kinds of sensory inputs that they find around them, but mainly visual ones, I suppose. I've often said I think artists are like old shortwave radios. Some of you may remember what shortwave radios actually were. There was a lot of hissing and popping and crackling in the background. And that's, I think, what a lot of visual artists have as well. There's a lot of noise in the background. My wife says she can attest to that. So artists are very sensitive to a lot of sensory input. And how do they make sense of the world around them? They very often are weird people. I've heard that more than once. And it's a way of making sense of what you see and experience around you. So it's a kind of language, and it allows artists something to say. That was my Great Dane coughing. It gives artists a way of speaking or showing or explaining what they are about, even if they don't always understand themselves. So in the coming little videos I'll post, let's talk about, ask me if there's anything you'd like to know or speak about. But I'm going to speak more about how art is made, the different kinds of art, and how we make it, and then dispersing it with my own stuff.